Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about June. June is going to have 4 weeks. We're going to do the 4 columns and the 3 rows, which is the overview. We're going to do the full overview first, and then at the end, we'll go in on the very first week and go in depth on the 1st through the 7th, all right? But we'll do that at the end. Let's go ahead and light the candle and get some good energy going on in here, right? I want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. It really is wonderful, and of course, it's completely free. Get a little popcorn on this thing. It's Shaman's Dawn is the maker of the candle. You'll notice the label. You can't read the writing on it. It's just too hard to get the focusing correct on that. But this is Palo Santo, which has a Palo Santo oil in it, so it's really good and smelly for me, and I love it. And it really is keeping the area cleansed and cleared and proper for what we're doing here, so it's good news and good juju. I want to let you know that I have a message for you from my better angels. My better angels are talking to all 12 signs about how it's important that we stay open to learning new things this month. Because we can be self-limiting. On occasion, we kind of make a decision that, you know, if I feel like I know what I need to know about this and I'm good. But there's always more. There's always a little bit more you can learn. And I know we like to get into that place of, I'm officially a knowledgeable person and I don't need to know more about that. And that's not going to be the case. And I want us to stay open to the possibilities, okay? So, and if we've decided that I can't learn that, yeah, that's not true either. So it's important that we get back into it, okay? Allow for the opportunity, at least become willing to learn, all right? So it's good. Willingness will get you everywhere. So perfect. Let's go ahead and look at some of these cards, right? We got to get this beautiful new deck. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. That's fun, right? And we're going to use this for our guiding card for the month. Ooh, it slides good. It shuffles good. What do we have for Capricorn? There it is. This is our card for the month. We'll revisit it once a week. As we go into the other readings for the rest of the month, we'll come back to it, okay? So, you have the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, Three of Pentacles is talking about how new information and other people are discussing ways and means for you to be of service or of use in a situation. Your name is coming up in other circles. You're being spoken about in a very pleasant way. I want you to know that some people are thinking about ways to find you more money or have you become part of their big plan. So you are being incorporated into people's thoughts, ideas, and plans as they go, okay? So be aware of that. Some of that could bring you more money. Some of that could be just a whole lot of other people incorporating you, or maybe even incorporating your money. So be aware that they might want you to invest in their plan. So excellent, interesting information. Keeping that over here, we'll get back to getting you a mystery card for the week. All right. So this is going to be the mini antique tarot we're using for the mystery card for the week, each week for you. This is your card right here. All right. So I'm going to set this card right here, Capricorn. We'll look at that at the end of the reading. It will help tie things up and make things make more sense. All right. Now, we have this beautiful Tempest deck. It's very octopusy, whoa, but it's also piratey. Yay. So we're going to use this to do the full overview. So it'll be 4 columns. 1 for each week. This is the first row, which is going to be all about where we are. The second row is what's blocking us for each of these weeks. And the third row is going to be our solution. All right. So this is cool. Nice. Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and set this over here, and let's go ahead and get into what's going on here for you. Like I've said earlier, we would go in depth on the very first week, the 1st through the 7th, at the end of the video. So we'll just go on ahead and do the full overview first. All right. So 1st through the 7th, 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is showing me that you're going to get new information that could be very empowering to you, but you're not going to want to share it with anybody else. Okay. This information is for you and you alone. You earned it. And if you share it with other people, they might take advantage of the opportunity and that would leave you in the dirt. Okay. So just don't count yourself out. Be cautious and careful. Okay. So we're going to set that one there. Where you're blocked in the 1st through the 7th is the 6 of Pentacles. You don't have a lot of extra money this week, so pay attention to where your money's going and how you're spending it, and just be ready. And know that if you do need or want to help somebody out, you're going to want to clean out your closet or your garage or something else like that. That way you don't have to, you know, give straight from the wallet, because you don't have as much in the wallet as you planned. Okay, cool. Now we have the Queen of Wands. This is your solution for this particular week. There will be a like-minded feminine energy person who is down to earth and easygoing, who's going to be like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, no, sure, I can help out with that little project, la la la. She will be part of your solution. She's going to make things easier for you in some way. You already get to liken this person because they are down to earth and easygoing, not a lot of muss, not a lot of fuss, and not a lot of trouble. Okay, this is good stuff, not a big problem. Okay, very cool. All is well there. Nice. We'll look more in depth in the end. Next week over, the 8th through the 14th of June, we have the Strength card. Limiting beliefs. We were talking about those limiting beliefs before, weren't we? Yes. We wanted to pay attention to what limiting beliefs were in the way of your mind and your approach to things, wanting to learn new things or not learn new things. So we have to break through those limiting beliefs. And because it's in the where you are section, you're very aware of them, and you're looking into who told you you couldn't, who maybe said, you can't do that, right? Whoever said that, they said it because they wanted to protect themselves or because they were afraid, okay? So realize it was a bunch of hooey, and it doesn't mean anything, because you can and you will do whatever you need to do, okay? Where you're blocked, you are blocked in this moment. The 8 of Swords is always about feeling blocked in your power, and what's funny is you're not blocked in your power at all, because this is working in reverse. So you aren't blocked in your power, but maybe not everybody is responding to you as best as they could. Even as you are a person who has all the power you need, other people are not necessarily responding and understanding what's going on. You're breaking through limiting beliefs. You're not blocked in your power currently, which is interesting. And the 9 of Swords is showing that not everybody's down with you having your power yet, but in fact, some of you, this is interesting, because 9 of Swords is always about how we perceive ourselves as, well, I was in charge before and I didn't like it, or it didn't work out the way I thought it should, and I don't feel like I should necessarily be in charge again. A limiting belief, right? A limiting belief. So this is about you giving up that theory and realizing that your knowledge and understanding and the power you brought to the table at that time is 150% exactly the kind of power you need to have right now. So you are not smart, capable, amazing. You can and you should be in charge. So you're just going through a personal wake-up call that you will be called to be in charge, and you should go ahead and take it. I know it's hard. Just be aware. Be aware. I think this is what's happening here, is that's the new information that comes to you, is somebody wants to put me in charge again. And you're just in this whole 2 weeks of, this week specifically, you're really struggling with yourself, trying to say, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You should. You have more knowledge under your belt. You'll see what's coming every time before anybody else sees it coming, because you've been there, you've seen it all, so you're ready, all right? Just don't count yourself out. This card here is talking about how this is going to be part of the 15th through the 21st, right? King of Cups. There's an emotionally based male energy person in the mix who speaks from their feelings a lot. I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel like a taco. So what's going on? Is there an emotionally based person? They don't feel too wishy-washy with their feelings, but I do feel like they manipulate you a little bit with their feelings. I feel like you don't like me. I feel like you don't want to help me. Things like that. Hear them, understand them, stick to the facts, not the emotions, okay? Because if you feel like, personally, you can do what he wants you to do and gain the benefits you need, great. If you think that you're being manipulated, you probably are. But decide what you want to do on your own. I think you're going to decide that over here before you even talk to this person again, all right? Where you're blocked, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is showing that having any structure at this time is going to be very difficult. Whether it's life structure, structure in what you're creating, personal structure within your world, you know, I feel like you want to fill in the calendar properly, and you want to have it clear and understood. This is the day I'd start, this is the day I'd finish, these will be the actual hours, da, 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 da. You want to have it fit into the calendar properly. And it's not going to fit in the calendar. You're blocked from creating a proper schedule. It might be because your life is already interesting enough without help. So this guy is going to either be sad, and that's too bad. But the answer remains, you can't create the proper structure at this time. And the Five of Swords is showing that your solution this particular week is about how you're taking your power back, something you delegated to somebody else, you gave something up to somebody else, and you have to take it back. So it could be this guy wanting you to come back and be in charge of a situation, and you're like, and there's no structure, but you're going to step up into the mess and say, all right, this is mine, step away from the mess, let me see what's here, and start taking stock, okay? And you may not have to be there the whole time. Maybe you'll just show up for a week and like teach the other guy how to do it properly one more time. But you are going to take the responsibility back for a minute, at least during this week, okay? That is part of the solution, is that you will take it back. All right. Now then, let's talk about the 22nd through the 28th of June. All right, the Three of Wands, remembering lessons from your past. Oh, yeah. You walk back into something, you've taken your power back there, but boy, the more things change, the more they stay the same. So you have memories from the past that are guiding you in this situation, going, oh man, I know exactly what this mess is. I know what this is. I know what that is. Yeah, no, the names may have changed, but the drama is the same. All right. Now then, where you're blocked, the gift of finance. There's no extra money right this second. I feel like there's a paycheck mishap. Somebody's not handling the paperwork properly, or somebody's wording of the paper, something got messed up with the paperwork. So you aren't getting your check on time and you're feeling sad and angry about it. More things change, more they stay the same. Very irritated, very frustrated, kind of pissed off. I feel like that's going to be something that's blocking you at the very beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, the Seven of Pentacles is going to come into play, where they'll have 2 checks for you, and you'll feel a little bit more flush as a result because you're genuinely taking good care of yourself and you genuinely got paid finally. So that's good news. It all worked out for you to get paid properly. It just took a minute because it was all kind of kerfuffled, right? There's a kerfuffle at the end of the month. So as you step into this situation, pay attention to how you fill out the paperwork and make sure the person who receives it understands what you've presented, and it should get better, and maybe you can circumnavigate that situation. All right, so we're going to go ahead and save these cards off to one side, Capricorn, because we want to get back to them and use them in other videos for the next few weeks when we go deeper. All right, I don't shuffle up and start over. I use the ones from the overview video. All right, let's go ahead and see what is going on here. All right, so we're going in deep on the 1st through the 7th, and I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot to go a little deeper. Let us see what comes up. All right. Okay, so remember we talked about how you were given new information about ways and means to be more empowered, and you were like, and you needed to keep it to yourself so that you could take full advantage of it on your own, at your own pace, right? So very smart, you're doing that. That's good news. Remember the 3 of Pentacles, where people were talking about you for potential job situations, or being a party to their situation, or maybe having to loan them money or whatever. You were involved and they were all talking about you. So this is coming to fruition immediately right here, where they're discussing you. They're even discussing ways to pay you and get you money. This is a bump in salary, a bump in pay. They're going to sweeten the pot. They're going to make sure you really, really want to come back by making a really good offer, okay? So don't be shocked if the number is bigger than you thought it would be. And the 5 of Pentacles, of course, is you trying to make your money work as hard as you do, trying to get like advice about how to use your money and make your money grow. So you're like, okay, cool, that's interesting. This is an interesting promise of money. It isn't here yet, so be careful. Remember, we are talking about where you're blocked. You don't have enough money to start investing yet. So you can start thinking about it, but you shouldn't actually start doing it, okay? The Ace of Wands, you can have a big idea, but it's not ready to come out yet. You have to accept this offer before you can actually put your new idea into play. So your new idea is currently blocked. It's not happening, not yet. But what is potentially happening is that you'll be blocked from being around your family right now, and you aren't in a position, you don't have extra money right now, and you don't have any extra money for your family either. So if part of what's going on is people saying, hey, you need to loan us some money or blah, blah, blah. And the answer is, I don't have anything to offer you right now. Everything is tied up and I have nothing to offer. Sorry. So the lady of like mind who's going to be in the mix in the next 2 weeks, if she's not the job offerer, she will be the I want my money person. So you're like, hey, I have nothing for you. She's going to be sad. And I don't see you automatically jumping on the bandwagon for this job yet either. So you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it quite a bit, because your 4 of Pentacles was here saying I'd really need to stabilize my finances in some way. Everything seems to be a hole in the bucket and I don't have enough money to go around. So I'm really thinking about this situation a bit more. Okay. Your solution is to stabilize your finances and stabilize your foundation, your personal foundation, which can talk about stabilizing your work situation or your home situation. Okay. And I think both of them need to be stabilized. And I think this situation can do both. So I believe you're going to accept the offer. But I think you're going to create your own circumstances or rules about it so that you don't get screwed. And you're going to work it out as best you can. You've seen it, you understand it, you know what's coming. So you have an opportunity to work the words out to be your benefit. All right. Let us get you a message from the Cosmic Oracle. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? Oh, this one. All right. Okay, what did we get? Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. So your body may have another story to tell. I think it has a lot more to do with, I mean, your finances are calling to you. Your home and work are calling to you. But I want you to do some stretches, and I want you to be prepared to take good care of your physical self so that you don't end up in a pickle, all right? Your body needs you to love you. Love it. Feed it properly. Take good care of it. Stretch it out. Things are getting interesting and you don't want to get hurt, okay? So that's good news. All right. You need a pocket full of rocks. Let's get that pocket full of rocks, okay? All right. So we have hematite, we have yellow calcite, and we have aventurine. So hematite is a first chakra stone, and it's really all about keeping you very grounded in your first chakra, which is super on the, down there on the bottom there. And we're talking about being aware of how you're feeling physically, even as you're grounded. Is this about you? Hematite, hema is about your blood. So I want you to know that if your body is feeling weird and wonky, and you're doing all the normal stuff, maybe you need to go and see a doctor, because I am not a doctor, but I want you to maybe get some blood work done of some sort to maybe see if there's an issue with your blood, okay? So if you're not feeling right, go and see a doctor, because I'm not a doctor, and get some blood work, okay? Because something is a little wonky in there, and I want you to listen to your body, right? And do what it's asking of you, okay? Take good care of yourself. This is yellow calcite. It's a third chakra stone, talking about your feelings, your emotions, and your memories. And when we're talking about these three situations in your life, it's really quite cool, because this is taking whatever's there and smoothing it out and fluffing it up and making it really happy, okay? So your feelings, emotions are getting relaxed. They're like, ah, okay, cool. So there's nothing spiky and pokey anymore. You're just relaxing. You've taken care of yourself to the point where you're no longer in a uproar about anything. And of course, you're a Capricorn. Why would you be? This is aventurine, which is a heart stone, and it's going to be sitting in your fourth chakra. This is 1, 3, and this is 4. So in your heart chakra, it's about healing your heart. It's about giving your heart some love and feeling it begin to feel comfortable in itself. I feel like something has gone askew with you and your physical self, that once you get that remedied, the rest of you will start to feel better, and you'll feel comfortable in your skin and around what's going on again. And you'll be able to like look at all of this interesting stuff more clearly, okay? So take good care of yourself. I'm going to set these stones down right here. And we're going to look at that mystery card right now, all right? 2 of Pentacles, indeed. Your whole shenanigans this week are about getting your finances balanced and taken care of. It also can speak very much about your body and getting it balanced. It's earthbound. The Pentacles are always earthbound. You are earthbound. And when you're earthbound and you're keeping earthbound things balanced, it's talking about your body, okay? So take good care of you, all right? Something is needing work. Everything changes after a certain time, and it doesn't make any sense, but there you go. You're like, hey, what happened? I don't know. Suddenly now I need this, this, and this, and these are the things I need. You're like, well, shoot. I didn't need all this when I was 25, but now I'm not 25, so phooey. All right, so well done. Capricorn, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but they're here for you if you would like to carry them. If you want to comment below and let me know how they're working for you and how they're helping you, that'd be great. If you want to carry something else, that is totally okay. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're carrying instead, because I'd love to have a chat about rocks, okay? I think they're fun. Once again, thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. I really appreciate it. If you haven't looked down into the description box below, there's some really interesting stuff there. You can find my schedule and figure out where I'll be across the country, when I'll be there, and you can come see me at the fair, put on a costume, grab a turkey leg, and come and get a reading, all right? I'd love to see you there. I think you'd have a blast, and it would be super fun to see you in person. The other thing to know is that if you can't do any of those things, or you need new information privately, you can book a private reading. Down in the description box, there's a link for that, and you can, we'll have a reading over the phone. No matter where I am in the world, we'll work it out, all right? Finally, you'll also see a list of all the cards I'm using, so that you can find them on Etsy or on Amazon, where I buy my cards, and check them out in person on your own. All right? Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk next week about the 8th through the 14th of June, and I would love to see you there. Thank you.